two, one. Yo, 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 what it do? What it do? It is your boy Skeeter Steve, and welcome to another episode of LacedRhymes for the culture and by the culture. Right now, I'm sitting with a very successful man in this music game. This man has done joints for Usher, Gucci Mane, Corday. I mean, I could just keep going and going and going. Like, he is a perfectionist at his craft, man. The one and only engineer Nietzsche. What's up, Brody?
What's the word? What's the word?
Man, no, man. Just here, just to kick back, break
Mm-hmm.
bread,
Mm-hmm.
talk music, talk culture, talk everything, man. Though,
Mm-hmm.
so first and foremost, man, before we get started into this, man,
Yeah.
where are you from originally, man?
Originally, I'm from Nigeria. Imo
Nice.
State. My maternal home is Abia State. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All my family's there. Actually,
Hmm.
I used to live there as well. Came to the States when I was a young youth. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I've been locking in ever since.
Oh man, I could tell, bro. I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
tell,
yeah.
man, and it's definitely showing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to these things and when it comes to the music, for me, we always us as consumers we look at the artist though, but
hmm
we don't. A lot of us don't know what goes behind that work, and then there's a lot of work that goes behind that. Being a DJ,
Yeah.
being a producer, and even just in your role, man. Being an engineer, man. So
hmm
can you break that down to us, man? Like, so what is your exact focus when it comes to this when you're engineering the music?
Well, in the most simplest sense, you're just supposed to capture the moment. An
Gotcha.
engineer's purpose and job typically is to capture the moment of the artist, capture the essence, the energy, the vision of the artist, particularly first and foremost. But there's a spectrum to it. There's levels to it. So in the simplest form, all you're doing is just capturing it. But as you progress, as you elevate, as you move to more advanced techniques, advanced roles, you're doing much more than just capturing like the moment. You're you're assisting or involved in creating the moment
Oh
to a
man.
sense, and that's more so what I do.
Oh
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
yeah, I could
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could definitely dig that because look, y'all don't know, y'all know my slogan. Good beats ain't cheap, and cheap beats ain't good. Plain and simple.
Okay,
It's plain and simple.
okay.
So man, let's go back into the beginning, man. So what made you fall in love with music, and what made you fall in love with culture? Just period.
I've always loved music. You know, I've always been drawn to it as a kid. I used to know every word of the songs that was on the radio. I actually come from a musical family. I didn't even know until a few
Mm.
years ago. Yeah, yeah. Until a few years ago, my uncle in Nigeria now, his name's well, his name is well, we call him Uche.
Okay.
My uncle he used to play bass guitar for Sunny Day, and Sunny Day it was a huge like early Afro singer and artist all around. So he used to play bass guitar for Sunny Day. I didn't even know. And then my father used to play drums for a very popular artist in Nigeria that ended up relocating to New York and having a very fruitful career as well. And I didn't know this until literally a few years ago. And honestly, I never even told like the fam that what I was doing. I didn't tell them. They knew I liked music,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't tell them that exactly what I was doing, how deep it was, and exactly how I was operating within the realm.
Oh well, man, they
Yeah,
see it now, man. They're definitely going to be proud because I mean, like you pretty much you're carrying the torch where
yeah,
your family started at. So man, I think that is super dope.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, man. So coming from the other side of the world, man, from where you at, what was music like out there, and how did you guys get a hold of hip hop music? Because that's always been one of my questions. Like, how did hip hop music gravitated on overseas from where you're from?
Yeah. It's a common misconception that like the other countries in Africa or foreign countries aren't tapped into like the movements or the culture that's going on in the West. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're very interested. Like most countries, in my opinion, are very interested in the things that are being created on the West. And in my opinion, a lot of the movements and musical culture of that's modern pop culture, as in popular culture,
Yeah.
is trended by the West. It's created, it's pushed by the Western culture. But yeah, so for a very long time, and I'm talking about before me even, Nigeria and musicians and musical culture in Africa has been influenced by music that has been going on in different parts of the world,
Mm.
particularly the West.
Mm.
So a lot of people credit FEAT, you know what I'm saying, for the creation of Afro, and Afro is almost an eclectic uh, combination of different styles, but it's really a Nigerian thing, you know.
Oh no, yeah, no,
I'm talking
yeah,
about Afro, I'm talking about
yeah, absolutely, man.
Afro
Like,
beats. I
yeah,
mean,
I dig that.
yeah. When I was growing up, my pops, he actually listened to like a lot of different music, but he listened to reggae, but he did listen to a lot of he listened to a lot of, I guess it's called traditional music,
Okay,
you know, and that was like drum heavy, Congo-ish, Congo drum style heavy,
okay.
uh, and chant heavy. It's really, when you listen to the music, it really matches like the environment and the landscape and the culture of where it originated from. So like when I listen to a lot of traditional music, I can see and I can feel Africa. I could see and I can feel Nigeria, and it makes sense why the music sounds like that. Because if you were to travel like that, travel out there and see
Mm-hmm.
that, you would see, oh, okay, I get it. This is why it sounds like this.
Oh
This is why
no,
the
yeah.
tempos are so fast. This is why the chants are so high and like so left or so like striking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah, man, absolutely, man. Because I mean, it Afro has taken the world by storm. But going back to like what we said, like a lot of us music heads, we know this has been out for years,
Yeah,
but it's just now people are just now catching on. But then again, I'm the type of person. Hey, it's never too late.
yeah.
it's definitely never too late though. So
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's just like I just look at it as like being an exchange of cultures. Just going
yeah,
back to piggybacking what you saying, like
yeah.
how overseas was very very influenced
Hmm.
by Western culture, especially like with hip hop. And like for me, when I didn't believe it until now you're starting seeing more clips of Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah.
They got lowriders out there in Tokyo, Japan, and they do the LA culture heavy
Yeah,
out there in
right,
Tokyo,
right. I can
Japan.
see that.
So
I can see
so
that.
I think that is dope, man.
Yeah,
Dope.
and I always liked Afro,
Hmm.
honestly, but it was like I like modern Afro a lot more than uh, past Afro,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay, so can
And
you break that down to us?
yeah,
Okay, what is
it's
modern
just
and what's the past?
yeah. Well, you got to just go listen to the
Okay.
predecessors of like Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido. You got to listen to the
Okay.
predecessors of them, specifically
Okay.
Fela. You know what I'm saying? But like what I like about modern Afro is like so previously uh, the Afro of the past was all everything that I heard was really upbeat. It was
Okay.
fast. It was a
Okay.
lot. And me personally, my personality is not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm more of a cool. I keep it player.
Right.
I'm calm. I'm
Right.
smooth. I'm
Right.
smooth. That's what I like. And so once they started really incorporating modern R&B,
Mm-hmm.
slightly blues, a little bit here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and the instrumentation of like those genres,
Yeah.
and started slowing down the genres to an extent. That's when I really started to deal with Afro very tough. That's when I thought it was like, okay, this is really where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah,
As opposed
absolutely.
to the older upbeat super fast Afro, which is hard too, but it's like my vibe, my particular lane, my particular desire to listen is the newer stuff. It's kind of like merged with R&B. You know
Oh
what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah, definitely, no, definitely, and I could definitely rock with that. I could definitely rock with that. All right, man, let's dig deep. So, what made you want to become an engineer?
Mm, it was more so a necessity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it was more so a necessity. I had a lot of friends coming up, a lot of partners that were deep into this music, uh, the pursuit of their dreams. And I'm always for the squad. I'm always for the crew. I'm always going to uplift all the people around me. And I just so happen to have like the the technical ability to jump in and out of certain practices and certain disciplines.
Yeah, no, yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
I used to build computers when I was young. I was like very interested in tech. I still am to this day. That's why I bought the whip that I got now. It's tech. I bought it for the
Right,
tech. 'Cause
right,
it's amazing
right,
tech.
right. Nothing wrong with
But
that. Nothing's
but
wrong with that.
yeah. So I had a bunch of homies that used to rap, and I was very interested in music. I was
Hmm.
interested in tech, and that's really just a convergence of the two. Honestly, it's where intelligence meets art. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, no, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's that's super dope, man. So, running down the clientele of people that you had engineered for, man. So, who was the best one that you was able to work with, and also too, I want to ask too, who was your worst client too? I need to know who was your best, and I need to know who was your worst. Come on, man. You
Uh,
know I wasn't gonna let you get away with that easy.
all right. See now the best. All this is subjective.
Oh yeah, music is always
It's all
subjective.
subjective. Like,
Every
wait, but
yes,
when you say who's the best, you mean like who, like
yeah, who,
musically the
yeah,
best, or
yeah, yeah,
experience, or
yeah. The
what?
musically, when here in the studio, who you just vibed out with the most.
Damn, that's
And
tough.
I know you got a lot of vibes, so but I mean,
That's tough.
I know you have one that you be like, damn man, that one was a vibe, man.
When you get to a certain when your clientele gets to a particular talent level, or like a level in their career, it's hard to be like, oh, they're the best. This is the best. That's the best. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Honestly, a lot of the music that I've been a part of, that I consider to be part of the best music that I've ever touched. Some of it is by unsigned talent.
Oh yeah,
Some
oh
of it is
yeah.
by people that haven't really broke through yet. But I'll say this: experience wise, I would have to say it's a three-way tie. I
Okay,
would have to say, for the experience, man, I would have to say Gucci showed me a lot of love
okay,
from, like, off the
Gucci.
rip.
Okay, okay,
Off the rip.
okay.
When I was in the studio recording Gucci and working on the records I did with Gucci and New 1017, um, I felt like I was just in there with the squad. I
Mm,
felt like I was in there with the guys, with the members.
mm.
Saying so, and it showed me a lot of love, and like Big Scar showed me a lot of love too, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
she
yeah.
has been coming up
Yeah, no, Big
real
Scar. No,
tough.
no, no. I mean Big Scar, like,
Oh,
Big Scar, the late Big Scar.
oh, the late
Yeah,
scar. Okay, I thought you was
yeah.
talking about female
Nah,
video. Okay,
nah.
the
He
late.
showed me a lot
Okay,
of love.
no,
R.P.
okay,
Big
we
Scar.
sorry.
R.P.
Okay.
R.P. the boy. Yeah. Uh, and there's a vlog. I don't even know if I can say this. There's a vlog. I'm in a vlog, and he put me in a vlog. He was showing me that much love. But so that experience, the music was great in that
Mm-hmm.
experience. But I rate that experience because of like the vibe and the love that was shown and just the atmosphere. Respect to the whole 1017.
Right
And
on.
so that's one. The other I would have to say is Glock. Young
Oh yeah.
Glizzard.
Okay.
Young Glizzard. He
Okay.
he showed he showed lots of love since day one. That's my dog. Yeah. And yeah, we just dropped something a few months ago too, and we shot a video too. I gotta post that vid. But
Okay.
yeah, shout out to
Okay.
Glock.
All right.
Yeah, we move on the same type of time.
Mm.
We move on the same type of speed, and you know, it's just it's a natural lock in. You know, I would have to say my boy Strick from YSL, free the guys. You know,
Oh
free
yeah.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
free
Tell you all
Jeffrey.
them, man.
That's
Yeah.
like Strick's like my day one. He done always looked out for me. I done got some major plays off of Strick looking out, and I deal with a few people from YSL. You know, shout out T Shine, like
Mhm.
you know, shout out to guys.
I know, man. I know. Statutes and limitations. Statutes and limitations right now. But no, man.
But
YSL,
yeah,
man. Free
yeah,
YSL, man. No,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
But I ain't gonna hold you. It's hard to rate. Like, see,
Okay,
all
no,
these,
yeah.
all these. No, well, they make some of the best music in the world
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
yeah.
But it's hard to rate because like it's just more keeps coming to mind. Like I would say the Corday session. The Corday session,
Ooh,
like
I know that Corday session.
he was doing something big. I can't speak on what we were working on, but he was doing something big, and like I don't know, like he really appreciated my ability, and he kept wanting to extend the session, and I was with it, and I would have extended the session, but I had I think had Gotti's Cam CMG coming through, and you know I had to set them up, get them right.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Business is business.
And I like that session. I vibe with Corday as well. He's a genius as well. But I like that session a lot because of the showability that that he recognized. You know, because sometimes, and it might just be because the clients are so used to working with a particular level of like professional, but he recognized like how versed and how like skillful I was, and I rate him for that. Shout out to Corday.
Oh no, man, no, that's amazing, Brody. No, like
But
really, that's amazing.
I didn't have a lot of great sessions. I ain't gonna I had a lot of
Hey, no, man, but that's what it's all about, man. Like
Yeah.
you know, like when you be in these sessions with these artists, man, like it's like y'all bouncing off of each other and feeding off each other,
Yes.
and when that creativity level just come together in the melting pot, man, like it just stirs up a great fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just all like for me, like from when I see it, I still love where the days where okay, it's like 20, 30 niggas in a room. They're bouncing ideas off
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Like what you say, you got the engineer over here, you got the producer over here. Like they're bouncing ideas off of each other to make sure whatever record they're working on, it is right versus how we're living in a modern day. Okay, this artist here, and when this artist done, all they just gotta do is just send it to the other artist wherever they're at. But and I get it. Sometimes it could be a hit and miss vibe like that, but it ain't nothing like everybody in the room together and just cooking. Whether if it's a solo record or you're doing a feature record, like everybody's in here bouncing off of each other. So man, like what I said, man, like kudos to you, man, because like again, y'all job are not easy, but also too, my opinion, y'all need to be more in the limelight too as well because people don't understand what goes behind this. Like you and the producers, you guys are like the bread and butter of this shit. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I really believe that you guys are the bread and butter. So my thing is okay. You get to Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So what is because I'm seeing what you're doing and you're bringing them here to Vegas. So my question is for you is, are you trying to bring more of that here to the city? So not only what you're doing, possibly local people that's on the come up could possibly get a chance to work with these A-list artists that comes through our city, and they you have to cook up stuff for them.
Yeah. I didn't all plenty of times made the attempt to plug people that I work closely with that I feel are ready or like talented or that can contribute to the project, whatever I got going on. Yeah, definitely. I want that for the city. Actually, I got plans to try to do the most I can for the city in that regard. But yeah, definitely. But at the same time, you gotta people have to be ready for that. You know, people have to know how to move and know how to meet expectations. But it's not too hard as long as you lock in daily. You gotta do this every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you can just hop into, every now and then and expect to do something great. It's possible, but it's not probable because you got people out there every day. Scope, beam out, beam on it. They want this. You
Oh
know what
no,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
absolutely. Like
They
yeah.
they they they're doing this every single day because they want it that bad. So it's like, how many times are you gonna get lapped in this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
How many
Hey,
times?
hey, no, you
how, many,
talking, you
how
talking
many times you gonna
facts.
get lapped? You gotta
No,
think like
yeah.
Kobe. You gotta think like Kobe. You gotta think like Braun. You gotta think like Ye. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think like Slime.
Oh yeah, man. Because I mean, the work is there, and it's like what you said. Like it's for me, in my opinion, it's definitely here
Yeah,
within the city. But like what you said, it's all about the work ethic,
but
and also too,
yeah,
are you willing to expand? Are you
yeah,
willing to step
yeah, yeah,
outside your comfort zone?
yeah. But I mean, like, there's techniques that you can use, like within music industry, engineering, business, or just business in general. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? Business secret, engineering secret, business secret. You know what I'm saying? Is one of them is you can uh you can under promise and overproduce. You know, and that's a very simple technique. It's like super simple. It's like, don't don't try to big up yourself at first. You could, and it could be true as well. But it's like, if you don't, then once you do deliver the excellent work and blow
hmm
people away, the
hmm
impact is just that much more like fruitful.
Oh
The
yeah,
impact is just that much more intense. You under promise. They don't even know what you're capable of. And then when you
yeah.
when you over deliver, you go above and beyond. They're blown away. That much more under promise and overproduce.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I
You know
like
what I'm
that,
saying?
bro.
Yeah,
I like that.
quick gem.
That's
You know
dope.
what I
That's
mean?
a
You know.
gem. That is a gem right there, man. No, man.
Yeah.
Man, absolutely, man. No, man. But it's just so dope. Just like your upbringing. Coming from another side of the world, being introduced to music at a young age, man. Getting into tech, like what you say, you just going into engineering, and just continue to work with a lot of these artists, man, and just continue just to grow, just not just as a person, man. So I just want to ask you, man, what is your plans for this year for 2024? Like, what are some things that you want to do this year?
Some things I would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would just like to do everything that I'm currently doing, just on a more grandiose scale.
Mm.
I just want to scale it as far as possible. So currently, what I'm doing, as an entrepreneur, as a music industry professional, I want to obviously take that as far as I possibly can. Um, Obviously, I have a lot of accolades. Well, a number of accolades currently. Um, so I want to take that as far as I can. But also, I want to bring in as much people as I can from the city to try and build something. Because Vegas is like on the verge of breaking through. You got a few people out here that then did some shit. Like, shout out to Laser. He got a Grammy nom and he just got signed to Murder Inc.
Yep.
Shout out to Laser.
Yep. Laser. Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of people done did this at the Audibles. They've been putting on for Vegas for a long time. They like in the same circle. But there's a whole bunch of people that done did something, and it's only going up. It's only up.
Oh no, yeah, man, absolutely, man, and that's why Lace Rhymes is here, and this is why we do what we do. And going back again, like being about that slogan for the culture and by the culture, and just everything that we stand on. And just like with this, like for me, like definitely an honor to like really sit down and to really chop it up with you because, like what I said, a lot of folks really don't know what goes in behind of making these tracks.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
like timeless songs that we love, and like okay, all they just got to do is just go in there and lay down the 16. But after they lay down the 16, the producer, he got to make sure the beat is right,
Oh
everything
yeah.
is sounding clear. You got to make sure, okay, the vocals are everything is in line and in sync.
God.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
it is work. Like you
Yeah.
guys' job, like y'all, your job is not
Yeah,
easy.
it's not easy. I'll say this. It depends on the artist to an extent as well. But like a lot of times, if you listen to a song, maybe your favorite song, before the engineer touched it, before we're done with it, it might have sounded like a completely different song, and
Yeah, this is true. This is
it might
true.
sound completely different until you got to put that touch on it. You got to make it ready. You got to add your creative contribution to the song, to the record, to make it go how you want it to go.
Oh no, man, no, absolutely, man. Um, my thing is okay. So I got another question for you, man. How did you overcome some failures? How like if you failed at something during this journey, how were you able to overcome that?
Honestly, I had a partner. He was like, "You gotta have amnesia about
Okay,
this. You gotta have
okay,
amnesia about this." You know what I'm saying? Because
okay.
like, if you fail, especially if you're passionate and serious about something, if you're one of them ones, this it's gonna affect you. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
affect you, and
oh yeah.
you're gonna be thinking about that for a long time. You might be thinking about that indefinitely, but you can't let that control your next move, your next opportunity, your next level up. You have to have amnesia to an extent. You got to forget about it, and you got to keep locking in and do what you got to do to correct it and obtain even more than like the fumble that you just did.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So me personally, I understand it's a long game to an extent, and I understand that like while you might not have like endless opportunities, you got to really like take advantage of what you have in front of you at the time when it comes. Uh, shit, you just got to stay ready.
Okay, yeah,
Stay ready.
and I look at it as too like staying consistent with everything because some people time come early for them
Yeah,
and some come late. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? No, but it's just like what you said, man. Just having that amnesia, knowing how to recover from that, and continue to
yeah,
stay consistent through that, man. Like
yeah.
just that's super consistent, man.
And but there's a debate about like does everything happen for a reason? And I was listening to this book. It was recommended to me by one of my producer friends. Shout out to brother. Uh, it's called Key Person of Influence, and it's kind of like basically saying people who are key people of influence,
Mm-hmm.
they create the moment.
Mm,
They're not sitting around waiting for the moment, waiting for it to like someone waiting for someone to give it to them.
right,
They're out there moving in a way that they the moment is going to happen for them because of the way that they're moving.
right.
That's what I kind of like to keep in the back of my mind as well. So it's like you can stay diligent, but are you running on a hamster wheel? You know what I'm saying?
Mm, man,
You
you
got to
can.
make it make sense.
Yeah, dude, man, look, you really dropping some
My dog.
gems right now, my guy. You really dropping some gems right now, man. I hope y'all out there listening, like really out there listening, because you're dropping gems, man. Though,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
man, I just want to just say, just brother,
yeah,
thank you for allowing me to be here
hmm
in this presence. I thank you for doing this. Thank you for sharing this. You know what I'm saying? Because like honestly, like you're a hidden gem, like really, and your work. Honestly, it just really speaks for itself. Like it really does, man. Like and just all your key accomplishments and everything that you have done, man. But before we get up out of here, let everybody know where they can find you at.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on a gram. You notice at NECHINOIR, NECHINOIR on the gram. I'm on TikTok. I just got on TikTok. I don't really get
Mm,
it. I don't understand what y'all doing on there. Especially they just pulled all the music off TikTok.
Oh
What
yeah,
we about
yes.
to do?
That
Nah. I'm on TikTok, same man, as well. Check out the website, NECHISound.com. You could book sessions. You could DM me if you want to reach that level. Let's get there.
Oh no, and I mean he's the dude to do it. I mean he has a resume. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't gonna talk that shit, I'm gonna talk that shit for him.
Yeah,
He got the resume.
yeah.
He really got the
No doubt.
resume, man. Though, but
I should have. I ain't gonna hold you. I should have talked about the Usher session because that was like
hey,
that was like that was like madness. That was
oh
madness.
man,
Like, you had so much going on.
I definitely believe it. I definitely
Maybe
believe it,
another time,
man.
another time.
Oh no, yeah, definitely another time, man. Definitely another time, man. Though, but until then, this is your boy Skeeter Steve, Lace Rhymes for the culture, by the culture. We out. Peace.